Let's give a couple of minutes, guys. Wait for everybody to get in, all right? $13 in. All right, guys, just like I've told the others, if you can, make sure your camera's on. So if I look for you, I know you're paying attention, or if you're answering a question, make sure you all know where the kind of little hand to put your hand up is. All right, because again, ask questions. Some of this might be open questions. Some of it might be you guys just have a comment. All right, so again, just be prepared for that. And again, tonight we'd have had restrictions due to the cold weather. We weren't obviously sure what those restrictions would be, but based on this weekend, we wanted to do a little bit of I wanted to do a bit of video analysis because we haven't done this yet this year, and show you what this side of things looks like a little bit as well. So, again, boys, I don't claim to be a top video analyst guy. This isn't what I do typically, but basically what I've done is I've gone into VO. I've taken the 1-Knox game because obviously that 1-Knox game was pretty tight, especially early on. I know we ended up winning 5-2, but, we were neck and neck right up until we ran away with the game towards the end, and some really good learning points from that. Again, congratulations yesterday. Big win, 2-1. I think the performance in the second half showed our quality versus what it did in the first half. Always going to be hard in the MLS divisions to come back from 1-0 down to win games. But you guys did it very well. Created a lot of chances. And again, kept yourself in the hunt. I'm not sure those of you that are aware, but Inter Atlanta actually lost 4-1 yesterday as well, which we know only leaves us a point behind them and then being top of the league. So big games for us coming up against LSA and AFC to see off the season, and all we can do is what's in our control, and we've always spoken about that, doing what we can control, and we can control how we perform in the next two games. So again, fellas, couple of pieces here that we're going to go through before, and these are just really our disciplines that we've spoken about a little bit as a team. Now, I thought it would be a good idea to use something different to try and get across the message to you guys that I've learned. So I have used a little bit of AI to describe my topics, and I know you guys are not allowed to necessarily use this in school, but I want us to take every moment in the game. I've always spoken about moments, and you know that that's been a key word of mine throughout the course of the year. With or without a ball is an opportunity to take control, and we've got to start doing better at that, of taking control in situations, especially when the other team's getting momentum. Our identity is built on 3 key offensive and 3 key defensive disciplines, which you've all spoken about over the course of the season. And that defines what we do on a day-to-day and a week-by-week basis. So that doesn't change. We want to always attack with clarity. That's to secure, stretch, and break lines. So we secure the ball by obviously those 3 passes when we win possession. We look to stretch the team by getting wide and getting high and deep. So we've got potential to play. And break lines is obviously about us playing forward and looking to break those lines and score goals. Obviously, we look to defend with intensity. We look to obviously press high. We look to win the ball back. That's as well from when they're just trying to play out of the back or even through midfield with our man-to-man marking. Obviously, we look to disrupt and we look to dominate our duels. And we've spoken about that, dominating key moments with the ball and without. That gives us a clear structure to be able to move forward. And we're going to start talking more and more, especially if you boys are with me next year, about mindset and us just having a relentless mindset. No matter who we're playing against, no matter whether it's defending or attacking or an in-between, just being relentless and just going after teams and really making sure we put them to bed. We know we didn't do that very well against Inter and Roswell in the first two games, which we lost. And then obviously we've got the game against Inter, which we drew later on in the season. And the reason they're top of the league, that we know that we had moments in them games that if we had been a little bit more relentless, we'd have won those games. Taking you on to the next pieces. And again, I'll share this presentation with you afterwards, boys. We know what our attacking principles are, but we're starting to talk about attacking with purpose now. We play our three passes once we win the ball back. That allows us to get our shape, allows us to get our discipline to be able to start attacking. We obviously start talking about giving that depth width to stretch the opponent. We've spoken about our full laps overlapping. We've spoken about our wingers being high and wide, making sure that we're pinning teams in. And look to play forward, that's meant to say, or switch to the point of attack once we are set. All right. We know that once we played those three passes, how do we start really punishing teams because they've let us get that ball under control? Again, we talk about our defensive principles. Again, high press on the ball in their defensive third and midfield third. Get touch tight in midfield and stop them from connecting and dominate 1v1 defensive moments while always being in control. And we are going to talk about those moments that we're not necessarily always in control and we might be trying to overwin the ball or overstep and defenders cut back or forward, cut back and then put us in a little bit of difficulty and put our team shape in difficulty. So our video reviews, we're going to go through 8 videos. Again, this isn't going to take a full hour. Some of these are going to be positive, boys, and some of these are going to be about us talking what we could have done better, why did we do that in that moment, and what would we have done next time. Boys, even if this doesn't directly impact you, so you might not be playing in that moment, you might not be on the field, you might have been injured, whatever that piece looks like, please make sure that you're involved in the conversation, and if you've got something to say, say it. When we talk about being dominant, if you've got something to say, you need to say it in these conversations or it's never going to come out. It's no good in your head. It might help me out for our next practice session tomorrow night. It might help a teammate out. But again, part of being dominant in sport is making sure we're communicating and making sure we're letting people know, 1, what we're thinking, but 2, how we feel about situations. All right? As you can see, boys, this is our first video. And I think this is a video mixed of positives and negatives, if I'm totally honest. So again, we are going to look at this again. And I'm going to play every video 3 times before we start talking about it. Okay, good. So let's start about the positives of that, fellas. Who can give me a positive? Who can give me something that we did well in that clip of, I don't know, about 10 seconds? Who can tell me something? And we will sit here all night, fellas. So come on. Cannon?
Rylan winning the ball back on defense.
Yeah, good. So, again, I think as we look at this and look at Rylan's shape, Look, obviously, Ryland's here in midfield. He's checked his shoulder. He's in. He's back. Not only does he work hard, but nice and settled. The way he faces, all right. And it helped us get the ball back and stop that left winger being forward. Good. Anything else that we did well in that? What do we try to do immediately after we lose the ball? Anybody notice?
Go out of the back.
No, not you, Cannon. Someone else.
Oh.
Let's let someone else get involved. Who notices what we do straight after we lose the ball? Joel? And guys, look at the little hand at the bottom. Put your hand up and then I can answer you. But Joel, go on.
Yeah, I think the whole back line got back really fast, which was good.
Yeah, our back off in our shape. Yeah.
After we lost the ball.
So we lose the ball. The way that we back off there and keep our shape and try to minimize that space behind us because they were fast, I think we did really well. Good. What else? If someone needs a helper, Cannon kind of said it. Right. Oh, no, that's Ryland joining. Anybody else?
Yeah, it took me a second to try to learn how to turn on my mic.
No, that's all right, mate. Cannon, what were you going to say, bud?
Ryland turned back and tried to build out of the back, which was good.
Yeah, Ryland.
Tried to turn and force it forward.
Didn't try to force it forward. What about just when this lad gets the pass off? Sorry, it don't let me drag it backwards and forwards. Once we get to the end, I'll stop it. So he breaks out here and he breaks out well. How many players do we have around the ball just as he's about to strike it? How many players do we have chasing back onto the ball from midfield as well?
Like 3.
3. Good. So that pressure is on the ball. All right. So from there, what should we have done better from here? And I don't just want... Well, Ryan, what could you have done better, mate?
I kind of whipped the ball. So I could have slow down a little bit, hit with better technique.
Better technique. Did you whiff that ball because you were trying to smack the snot out of it and smack it to Mars? Or did...
Yep.
Yes? Have we spoken about that?
Yeah.
All right. So one, stop trying to smack it. Make sure you get good contact. But even if Ryan had taken a touch there, what's also our problem, fellas? No,
maybe
Joel.
the outside
Joel,
backs.
let somebody else go in, mate.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. So this is Ryan getting the ball, right? If he takes a touch there, we just play it on a little more. Would he have had an option to play out to? Anybody? Emilio, thoughts? Emilio? Yeah, come on, Emilio. In you come.
I feel like there was press coming to the ball, so that was a problem. And I felt like we did good to open up once Rylan passed the ball back to Ryan.
See, that's where I disagree. And Rylan, I am going to throw you under the bus, buddy. Sorry, because I know he's just got on the call. But if we watch when Rylan passes it back into Ryan Smith, my real question is, Rylan, and I think it's Geordie, yeah. So there, receive the ball, pass it. He's at a jog. And what does he do to get out here? Does he sprint out there or do we jog out there? Rylan, are you on the call yet? Sorry, I'm logging, but he might have logged out. Rylan, you there?
Yes.
Did you see the video, mate?
Yes, sir.
What did you do after you passed it back?
I jogged.
You jogged. What should you have been doing?
Sprinting.
Sprinting. All right. So again, and boys, if we can, let's make sure our video's on. Again, we should be thinking that, I know it's early for your practice, but a lot of you have been traveling to practice. So if you can get your videos on. But again, just those moments are going to be key, and they're going to be even more key if we make it to nationals, and especially when we know we're going to Arizona in a month's time. All right, next video. Again, let us watch it a couple of times. So again, just going to come back into it. And there are a couple of things, boys, that I want us to be thinking about here. One, I want us to think about our forwards movement. Maybe what could have been different there. And then two, I want us to think about our runs from deep. One more time, and sorry, because it has got a little bit of a long run off this one. Last time, and I want us to think about our forwards movement. And then I want us to think about runs from deep. All right, let's go. Anybody, hand up in the group. Let's go. If you haven't said anything yet, I am making a note of people that are getting involved and people that are not. Skyden, lad.
Oh, I don't know who's playing right fullback, but I think they could have done a better job of overlapping Stefan to give him another option.
Yeah, good. So an overlapping run from deep from fullback. We know we like that. Great answer, Sky. Well done. Orion.
Stefan should have played that ball around their left back.
So again, the pass of the ball based on where Neymar is running around the left back into the corner, so it doesn't get picked up by the centre back. What is also the other option there if that pass isn't on? Cannon?
I could have. Oh,
You got it, Victor.
I could have made a run into the box, or I could have been higher.
Yeah, so you could have got more involved as well. Good, Victor. Anyone else? Cannon, you had your hand up.
I was going to say Neymar could have showed for feet instead of running for the through ball and then turned and switched it.
Good. Yeah, Neymar could have come into feet. With Neymar coming into feet there, what would that allow to happen?
To switch the ball.
Come into feet, we've maybe got a switch on, or allows what to come out of midfield. Amelia, what does it allow to come out of midfield if he comes feet?
It allows the 10 and the midfield to get higher up and to get bodies up so we can have a better chance at a goal.
Good, well done. Joel, I think you've got your hand up as well. Unmute, mate. You're muted. Hit your unmute button so we can hear you.
I'm not sure because there's no audio, but from the body language, it looked like there could have been more communication and maybe like a 1-2 or something.
Yeah. Again, Neymar comes feet. Maybe it gives a 1-2. And we've spoken about how our communication at times isn't the best, right? So a lot of pieces happening in there. Pieces that we've looked at. Overlapping run, Ryland, could you have got into the picture there? All right. 2, Neymar, could we have come and maybe checked to feet after? Because you've done a great job at running behind and stretching them or coming into feet. Or Steph, if it does look like he's going to run, not passing to where he's at, but passing where he wants the ball in and around that fullback and making that fullback turn and then making that centre-back come across with him. So I think there's a lot in that one clip that we've spoken about. But I also feel like it's really important that we understand that from there, that's all really down to communication, okay? And making sure our communication's good. Okay, next clip. does play on a little bit this one because there's just 2 passages of play. All right, does result in a goal for us. Let this one play once more time, so make sure you're watching it. And I want us to think, one, what is coach shouting at this point, and what is coach shouting at this same point? And Joel, you can't answer that question. All right. 2, what are the differences between corner A and corner B? And 3, what are the same from corner A and corner B? That's corner A. All right, good. So, Victor, I've already heard from you, but I appreciate you having your hand up. But I'm going to ask Geordie, I've not heard from you yet. You've got your hand up. Let's go.
You were telling Joel to get on the keeper.
Yeah, part of our basic goalkeeper setup, yeah. All right, that we failed, and I had to shout at Joel twice for that, Joel. All right, but I appreciate you fixing that. Trip, you've got your hand up. Let's go.
The setup wasn't like quick enough, and the runs were kind of sloppy going into the box.
On the first one, the second one, or both?
The runs were sloppy on both, but the setup was quicker on the corner B.
Yeah, good. Henry. Henry, you've not unmuted, mate, if you're talking. You got to hit the unmute button at the bottom. Looks like a microphone. All right, Hank, we're over to you then.
There's 5 people at the top of the box, and there's no one on the PK spot.
Yeah, so again, just in terms of position, again, my thing is different. We made different runs. So one, yeah, 100%. We've always got to have somebody on the keeper, right? Henry, if you figure out your microphone, mate, you can start talking whenever you're ready. So see, you've got your hand up. 2, we've got to make sure our 4 runners are going the same way. Henry, you ready? Nope, not there.
Henry just left the meeting. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. He might be trying to figure it out. All right. We've got to have people running into the right place. Victor, what comment have you got?
I was going to say that on the first corner, nobody attacked the first ball, but on the second one, we did better on attacking the ball.
Yeah, you can see right on this first one. And again, I will pause it. So, obviously, Hank, Victor's taken up more of this position, which we had spoken about, which is for the short corner if we ever do it, because I haven't seen it for a couple of weeks. So let's figure that out. Obviously, this is Joe running towards the keeper, and then we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4. First of all, whoever this is, and that is number 21, so it's Neymar, runs probably a little bit too early, because Neymar's running. What's Steph doing? Steph's having a bit of a day off. But again, have we communicated? Do we know whether we're going short or do we know what we're doing? Because Neymar is going for the short. And then as that ball arrives, we've got Steph out here. We've got nobody attacking that central area of where the ball lands, yeah? All right, that is on the first one. I think if you all have watched this back or you all remember the game, this is where you're all getting shouted at because you're not doing what we just worked on the Tuesday before in set pieces. We set up again. And even though we don't have 4 runners, because 1 has stayed, we've got 1 and 2 that have at least attacked the box a little bit, right? We've got 1 in there. But again, boys, we have to attack these set pieces if they're going to make sense, okay? One thing that One Knocks did really well against us is they kept 2 high, which meant we had to keep 3 back, which lost us a number. So we accounted for that quite well because we've not overcommitted with the 1 here. But again, please make sure that we're awake when we're doing that. Okay? Next clip. Again, we'll watch it twice. If you notice where I've stopped it, you'll notice the piece that I'm trying to focus on. And we are going to watch it one more time. Okay, good. Steph, you've got your hand up, mate. We've not heard from you today. How are you?
I think that Ryan should have waited longer for the midfield to get ready for the kick.
All right, so good. Making sure everybody's set and ready. Good. Probably a little bit too early. Next piece. Colin, you've got your hand up.
I think Cannon had good movement to check for the ball.
Yeah, Cannon's movement's really good to check to the ball. Gets off his defender really well. Daniel?
I think if Cannon would have took a touch there and played Ryland, we would have been on a counter already.
Yeah, maybe just tidy up the touch and run from Ryland would have been away. Mr. Timmons?
I think that we did a great job pressing the ball, and then we were able to win the ball back.
We were able to win the ball back.
Yeah.
We have the ball. Oh, you mean after Cannon loses it here?
Yeah.
So once we get to the throw-in piece. Yeah, we win the ball back really well there. Good. Who else has got their hands up? Put your hands down, boys, if you answered. Trip, back into you. Any comments?
That pass, I should have played it earlier and also like low and driven, so Cannon wouldn't have to like lunge out for the touch.
Yeah, so again, just help Cannon out here because Cannon makes great movement. But again, as that's happening, I love this because what is Steph's run doing here? Who can tell me what Steph's run is doing? Let me have a look. Who's in? Who have I not spoken to? Henry, have you got your mic sorted out yet? Can you talk to me yet?
I was gonna say, the midfield did a good job of winning the ball and getting into the pocket.
Yeah. And then Henry, what can you tell me that I'm loving about Steph's movement here? If you look at the screen, I paused it. Why do I really like what Steph's doing?
He's making a diagonal run.
And what's that doing to the number 9?
It's splitting. Wait, it's splitting them.
Sorry, they're left back. What's his body position? Where's he going from the ball now?
He's going to Cannon.
He's actually going to go away if you watch, but yeah. All right, Steph's movement there. Victor, comments?
He's opening up space for Ryan to make a run or for Cannon to go into that space.
Great. So Cannon can either take the touch and into that space. We continue playing it. Or Ryland can make that run in. Again, I know that's broken down and gone out for their throw-in, But is that the type of stuff that we are looking for, do we think? Emilio, thoughts?
I thought that to not risk the ball there, we could have cleared it. But I like what Trip said, where he like the low driven ball, and I like the movement that Cannon gave.
Perfect. All right. So again, we've broken a really high press there with some really good stuff. But Ryan, I totally agree with. I think it was Steph's comment that we could have potentially waited a little longer, just made sure that midfield was completely set. All right. 2, Rylan, when Stefan makes that run away, what do you think I thought about your movement?
It was it should have been up. Like going
Yeah, you should have been joined in a little quicker and a little faster. Good. All right. But again, we fixed those 2 little pieces. Quality of trips pass, waiting for that midfield to be completely set. And then Rylan just being a little bit more attacking from that right back position. We get out of there really nicely. Steph, Victor, will you guys put your hands down and I'll start to the next clip because right now it says you've both got your hands up. Oh. Go on, Victor, take your hand down. Give your hand a rest. All right, next clip. There we go again. We're going to watch it one more time. Emilio, mute your mic, bud. And then we've got a couple of hands up, but we are going to watch it one last time. In fact, let me pause it here. All right, I want everybody to put their hands down because I'm going to ask a specific question. So everyone take their hands down. All right, and my specific question is, give me my thoughts on this picture here. Daniel, you've got your hand up first. Off you go, sir.
I think that there's in the picture there's no midfielders showing right in there.
Should we have midfielders showing yet, though, or would that be too early?
It'll be too early.
Be too early. Is it good that we have that space there for midfielders to show into?
Yeah.
Good. All right, like that. Hank, you're number 2. Let's go.
The center backs aren't as open as they should be to be able to receive the ball.
Good. Centre backs need to be wider. Trip.
The outside backs aren't wide enough.
That means the outside backs are not wide enough. Good. Victor.
Trip took my answer.
All right. Rylan, I saw you had your hand up.
Trip took my answer.
Okay. Henry, you've got your... Oh, Henry had his hand up, hand down. Henry, what you got for me?
I was gonna say that that Rylan could have been wider to open up.
Yeah, and take this centre back's position, this left winger away here. Yeah, Rylan comes here. He's got to make a decision of what to do. Geordie goes further out there, makes a decision. Chip comes out here, makes him make a decision. Joel?
Yeah, I'm not really sure because I'm not in the video, but I think if Geordie took a couple steps back, we'd have another option out the left side, maybe.
So again, for me, you're there. You're just coming into the picture now. Geordie drops back in. I would prefer you to be higher, so then you could drop into the ball where needed, okay?
Yeah.
Good. Now, this is my thing, right? Chip had the ball. We've still got all this space. Nobody has even run in from beyond Skyden into this space, and Skyden's never really gone ahead. Sky, this is a real key moment that you've got to figure out what this number 10's doing for whether we can get back on the ball. And Chip, you've got to figure out whether we can afford to play maybe into Geordie there if this play is too wide. So again, we're aware of our entire surroundings to be able to build when we're ready. Because Cannon does a good job of half winning the ball there. Steph, good touch. Steph, don't know why we're forcing that pass. If that pass ever happens again, I'm going to have to play it all the way through. So everybody just hold. And I wish you could move that. Oh, why you can't. But again, if we watch it again all the way through to where Steph had the ball, done well here. Good footing, Cannon. Great touch, Steph. Right, here's now where the ball is. Where are your two options to pass this ball, Steph? And I'm asking you directly.
Skyden.
Skyden's a great option. Good. Anyone else?
Or maybe back to Cannon.
Back into Cannon. We get a triangle. We get back to Skyden probably based off Cannon's body position. But I feel that this man and this man will probably kill him. Yeah? Orion?
He could have played the ball into that space into Geordie.
Space into Geordie about where the referee is. Good. Victor?
He could have played me in behind that right back.
That big diagonal. Do we like this one-on-one situation here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We really like this one-on-one. So I like that as being really positive, okay? So again, easy passing to Skyden if that angle might not be on. All right. Easy passing to Geordie at that back angle, or being really brave of that pass all the way over the top into Victor, turning this man around. Because again, even if we play it on, he's kind of walking anyway. Yeah. Rather than a bit of a soft pass in there that gets cut out. Make sense? Every time we play that pass into midfield, it's got to be perfect because of the amount of bodies that are in there. Anybody, any other comments on that video? Okay, cool. Moving on. Now, this is the thing I'm going to stop here. Ryan's already nearly got the ball. What do we think to our team shape right now? Go on, Geordie.
Rylan isn't wide enough. He's still on like the top of the box.
Yeah, we're kind of just jogging around, not even working to get in position, right? Then we pass it there. He's still got, what, another 8 yards, 10 yards to come out maybe? Still got a really nice space to run into. All right. Steph does a great job running across. Great ball down the line. And Neymar, I love how you take that early. All right. Again, if we watch this, we actually get out of here really well. But as we've all already commented, there were so many things that we could have already done better. Worked, got out really well, attacked really well. Stefan's run inside there. Smart to cut off the 9. Cannon, great delivery. Neymar, great run. Great little chip. And Victor, exactly where I'd want you to be in case Neymar makes another decision to square it. Okay? So really nice setup. Boys, anyone got anything they want to say on that one? Nope. Good. On to the next one. Okay, so this is just a still image. This isn't a video. Somebody tell me what the glaring, obvious problem is with this picture. Let me see who puts their hand up here. 5 hands up. Ryan Smith, I think you're on the call and I've not heard from you. Tell me the issue, and I know you're not playing, so.
So like there's like a lot of people in the same space. Like there's like a whole bunch of people in like a certain area, and I felt like we need to like mark more man to man.
So do we mark man to man or do we mark zonal?
Oh, zone, sorry.
Zonal. But are our zones anywhere near correct here?
No, sir.
No. All right, Chip, tell me what the problem with our zones are.
They should be like where everyone's marking a certain amount of space, and we're kind of all scrunched up close to the corner. We should be more like scooted back.
My biggest problem is they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people ready to attack the goal. And we've got, I think this is Rylan maybe on the post. Whoever this is at the back post, maybe Victor, the only ones in a possession to defend them. Hank, comments?
Yeah, everyone's in the front post and
Yeah. Cannon, comments?
post.
I think it was a good play, or like they should have marked man to man or space, or like in space, because there's a lot of open men on the 6-yard box or in space.
Shouldn't be marking man to man. How should we be marking?
In space, but there's a lot of open space in the back post.
There is. Is this our correct zone?
No.
Have we been taught zones?
Yes.
So I'm going to pull it up in a minute. Okay. Joel?
Yeah, I see the guy's about to line up to hit the cross, and there's 3 guys that I see going towards the position, but need to be there faster.
Yep, 100%. All right. So just speed of play. Boys, that's obviously a moment that if we concede off, and I am going to go back and show you the set piece here in a minute. Okay. Quick summary, boys, about just in terms of how we play and coming back. Our attacking summary. Defense to attack is about winning the ball. So when we win it, we have to secure it. That's where our 3 passes comes in. We stretch them by getting wide and high, and then we break them by playing forward or switching the point of attack. Attacking discipline is about intelligent control followed by purposeful expansion and decisive progression. Yeah? It's not about just getting the ball and kicking it forward. It's about being decisive and being purposeful when we expand. Our defensive summary, we press high, we stay tight, and we win our battles. We're going to start talking when we talk about defending our mindset, all right? And about being organized in our aggression, okay? Making sure that we are aggressive, we're winning the ball, but it's organized aggression. We then control the game by controlling how and where the opponent can play, all right? We stop them cutting back inside. We stop them going where we've come from. All right. And if we get that type of pit stuff right, we will be good. All right. Again, fellas, that is the end of that presentation. So thank you for that. What I am going to